going on? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another cheeky little stream for you lads and lasses. We're back here to discuss the latest breaking news in regards to Manchester United, the transfer window. And also, we've got obviously very sad news this morning, which we'll get into in a moment. But welcome aboard to everybody in the chat. Thank you very much for joining and getting involved in the stream. Do us a favour at the start of this show, smash the like button on it, give us a massive thumbs up, share it around. You can repost us using the link at the top of the live chat there if you fancy on X. We'll shout you out later on. And, you know, just big up everybody who's in here. Do us a favour, as I say, share it around. Volume's low. Volume's low. How low is it? Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Muted? Muted? What do you mean muted? You guys are winding me up, aren't you? You guys are winding me up. I don't know. Maybe the volume is low here, guys. Hang on. Hopefully. Is that better? Can you hear me? Weird, guys. Volume's okay. Not muted, just low. Okay, hang on. I'll try and turn it up a little bit there, maybe. Weird, guys. That's weird, guys. I'm not sure what's happening there. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Well, I can hear it on my end. Anyway, thank you very much for joining us. Yes, like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. Get involved. We're going to have a Q&A at the end of the video as well. Thank you very much for joining us and getting in here. Yeah, let's just look at the live chat here real quick. I can see everybody's talking about the news. Rip Jota, this life. You know, basically, I haven't been up long, guys. I just was absolutely shocked. Mrs. P literally came into me and said a Liverpool player's passed away, and I was like, what? I looked up straight away. Diogo Jota's passed away, and also Andre Silva, right? Another player, his brother. We'll just start off with start the show talking about this. Then, I mean, it's horrible news, guys. Condolences to him, his family, anybody who knew him, his friends, family, everybody, teammates, fans of the clubs, etc. that he's played for. You know, this is a horrible piece of news. It's a horrible loss. You know, it's a loss of life. You're talking about a young man with a young family. And his brother as well, you know, who also young guy, young family, another professional footballer. You know, it just shows you the fragility of life, doesn't it? It really does show you the fragility of life, and just so sad for the Jota family. So sad for the Jota family, and obviously the Andre Silva family as well, his brother as well. Those two guys, you know. I'm not going to get into sort of the ins and outs of what happened. I don't really know enough. Obviously, they've had a car accident, and they've both perished. And it's just awful news, guys. Awful news. So I just wanted to start the show off by saying thoughts and love to everybody who's been affected by obviously the passing of these two young men, the friends, the family, etc., and obviously the fan bases of the club. So let's just get some love hearts in the live chat there for Diogo Jota and Andre Silva. It's just a horrendous piece of news, isn't it? You just don't know when your ticket's up, it seems, you know. Young men, footballers, the world at their feet, you know, earning great money, great families, whatever, you know, kids, all the rest of it. And just gone like that. It is very, very sad news. So I agree, Daniel, the world of football is mourning. Absolutely. I mean, people talk about football rivalries, don't they? Liverpool and United have a very fierce rivalry, but let's face it, it means nothing when it comes to just actual human life and the endeavours that we have to go through on a day-to-day basis. Football only means so much. There's things that are much more important, if we're being totally honest, and obviously this situation just makes you realise that how somebody who's so young and talented and you know can just have an accident like that and they're gone, and obviously his brother as well, you know, both of them. So it's horrible, guys, and as a football community, I think we are mourning it. Yeah, definitely. I saw the news, I couldn't believe it. I was just instantly shocked and saddened, and you know, just felt a feeling of just you know, it's just a horrible feeling, isn't it? Thinking that somebody's left behind a wife and family and all the rest of it. Yeah, exactly. Look, married 2 weeks ago. I mean, it's unbelievable, isn't it? Russell Bland, thank you so much for your super chat here, mate. He says, life is fragile and tomorrow is not given. Shay, tell the folks in your life you love them today. Hugs and love to Piggy and this great community. Even Zane would get a hug from me today. Wow. Russell, big ups to you, Russell. That's a lovely comment. Thank you so much, and I have to completely agree. That's it. Nothing is a given, is it? We don't know how long we're all going to be on this spinning rock for. So obviously we have to try and make the most of it, but also, yeah, it does, as you say, highlight the fragility of life. So big love to everybody who's feeling saddened by this, and obviously all the Liverpool fans and Wolves fans, and you know anybody else who knows these people really, who's actually got a relationship with them. Like, for instance, I saw Cristiano Ronaldo post a lovely post. He can't believe it, heartbreaking post from him as well. Just reacting to the news about Jota and Andre Silva. It's just unfathomable, isn't it? You just can't believe it. I always remember a few years back when you heard the news about Paul Walker as well. You just can't believe it, because it's just like they're just some young, successful, people, and then they're just gone like that in a car crash. It's horrible. So it's heartbreaking for the kids. I'm very, very sad today because of it. Football rivalries mean nothing when something like this. So just want to extend my own condolences to the wider football community there, but certainly Liverpool, who will be feeling this, Liverpool fans and Wolves fans and everybody else. So, oh my God, Paul Jones, absolutely awful, lad. Yep, SCJF says, when the footballing community come together like this, rivalries aside, best sport in the world. I could not agree more. To his family and loved ones, incredibly sad, such a club man, an incredible person, 3 wonderful young children and a wife with everything to look forward to. Life is unfair at times, it certainly is. Big ups, Chris, absolutely. Thank you, Glenn Kelly. He was a great player as well. Oh, definitely, very, very good player. Very, very good player, I know. It's horrible. I mean, do you remember a couple of years back as well with was it Emiliano Sala, when he was about to sign for Cardiff City, and then he very sadly perished in a plane crash, on the way back to France. You just never know, do you guys? You just never know. Or Kobe Bryant a few years back with that helicopter crash, or the Leicester owner with that helicopter. That's it. I mean, it doesn't matter how young and healthy and fit you are, or how rich you are, or anything like that. Really, it's just you just never know when your time's up, and that's the sad reality. But Norwegian United fanatic, welcome in there, my friend. He says, devastating news today. I'm completely shook. Me too. I feel exactly the same as you there, boss. I really do. It is hard to understand, isn't it, mate? It's hard to understand. Thank you so much, Norwegian United fanatic. I agree. It's very, very shocking news and very devastating. R.I.P. says Mahawi. The car had a blowout while overtaking, then went off the road. Yeah, it's awful, mate. It's absolutely awful. That's it. I mean, how unlucky? How unlucky do you have to be? You're just, obviously we didn't see the incident, but you're taking over somebody on the road, or you're driving on the road, and then your tire pops and you lose control, and that's it. It's shocking. Can happen to any one of us at any time, I suppose. It's absolutely just horrible. Rip Jota. How you doing there, Keanu? Yeah, exactly. Kobe Bryant, another one, exactly. Yep, definitely Leighton. Life is fickle, pig. Hug those you'll love and tell them you love them. Do you know Shaka says you'll never walk alone? And usually I would make a joke there and say you'll never wank alone or whatever, like I always do, but I can't even today. You never walk alone actually is a very nice, appropriate message right now, to be honest. And as crazy as that is for me to say as a United fan, but it is. So much love to you there, Shaka. Thank you for getting in there. Man United fan for life. Thank you for the love there as well. Thank you for getting the love heart in there, man. Get in there, Man United fan for life. Absolutely 3187. Very, very sad news. Mike says, I'm shocked and saddened. Unbelievable. We just got it all. A wife and family on top of his career, all taken away. Sometimes there is just no words. Well said, Mike. Well said, lad. You just never know, do you? You just never know when your time's up. And obviously, from a success point of view, he had the absolute world at his feet there, He's living all of our dreams pretty much. Not playing for Liverpool, obviously not playing for Liverpool, but as a professional footballer at the top, living all our dreams. You know what I mean? Mark Johnson, how you doing? New Zealand in the house. Yeah, they are together. Oh. And obviously his brother Andre Silva, yes, I mean, that's it. I mean, he was very young. Wasn't he 25? Let me just have a double check at these guys' ages, but I think it's very, very sad news. I mean, obviously Jota very young. His brother Andre Silva there, also very young. 29, Andre Silva, I think. But yeah, rest in peace to these two guys. It's pretty horrible. I mean, just to read sort of the the news on what it is, if you don't know. It happened in Spain. Spanish police have issued a statement after Liverpool star Diogo Jota and his brother died in a crash. Jota, 28, and his brother Andre Silva, 26. Sorry, he's 26, guys. What am I on about? Where did I get 29 from? Jota, 28, and his brother Andre Silva, 26. 26. For some reason, I've read the 6 upside down there as a 9, as you do. Weird. It's 26, guys. I apologise. Jota, 28, and his brother Andre Silva, 26, who was also a professional footballer, were killed when their Lamborghini came off the road and burst into flames in the early hours of Thursday. The tragedy came just 10 days after Portuguese international Jota married his long-term partner Ruth Cardoso in Portugal. In a statement, the Guardia Civil said, "We can now bring you the full statement from the Guardia Civil, given verbally confirming the deaths of Diogo Jota and his brother Andre Felipe. The information we have so far is that the car, which was a Lamborghini, was in a road accident and left the road due to a tyre blown out while overtaking. It was in the early hours, 12:30 a.m. in the municipality of Sanadilla in the province of Zamora. The car caught on fire and the 2 occupants were killed." Anyway, when asked to confirm the identities of those involved, the Guardia Civil said the player and his brother Andre Felipe. Jota was part of Liverpool's Premier League winning side in 24-25 campaign, scoring 6 goals in 26 appearances. Shocking stuff, guys. Absolutely shocking stuff. And, there is a statement from, Liverpool, which just basically, Liverpool came out and said, Liverpool Football Club are devastated by the tragic passing of Diogo Jota. The club have been informed the 28-year-old has passed away following a road traffic accident in Spain, along with his brother Andre. Liverpool FC will be making no further comment at this time and request the privacy of Diogo and Andre's family, friends, teammates and club staff is respected as they try to come to terms with an unimaginable loss. We will continue to provide them with our full support. Heavy stuff, guys. Heavy stuff, guys. Heavy stuff. So yes, please just rain down some love hearts in there, guys, for these guys who have passed away. I agree, Rach, absolutely. All supporters of all clubs are together with Liverpool in grief. I completely agree with you, Rach. Well said. That's true, Shaka. Yes, it's a day to put rivalries to one side. Absolutely, well said, JM. Yeah, well said. G Wolf says, "Rest in peace, Jota. As much as I hate Liverpool, he won't score against us again. Thoughts and prayers to family and friends." Absolutely, mate. Any football fans feel the sadness, respect. Yep, today you're not even interested in transfers. Rip 2 brothers. I feel you, Jonathan Dolby, lad. It's horrendous stuff. I don't even feel like talking about the transfers, but that's obviously what the show is really supposed to be. But we have to address this at the start because the footballing community has had a sad loss today. Berber, how you doing? 28, no age at all. It's crazy, isn't it, mate? That is crazy, man. I mean, I feel like I'm still young, even though I'm not looking like it. But I'm 37, and that's a lot older than poor Jota, bless him, who's no longer with us. That's no age. It's in your prime of life. It's a tragic loss. Make no mistake, it's an absolute tragic loss for both of these guys in the prime of their lives. The world as they're always still with great careers and families and all the rest of it, kids, wife, all the rest of it, and they're just gone like that. Brett says, "Absolutely tragic, so sad, rip, you'll never walk alone." I mean, I don't know. I'm not even really going to get into any of that stuff, to be honest, Tony. I hope they, obviously are, well, you know what I mean. I don't even think we can think about that sort of stuff right now. But yes, I mean, obviously that is going to be a factor, I suppose. G Wolf, yes, mate, get in. One of the best finishers at the club, bar Salah, and his aerial ability for his height was class. Liverpool shirt aside, we've lost a lovely human being. Did seem like a very nice guy as well, absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. And as I was saying, the footballing world has reacted a lot as well. I mean, I haven't got any of the things up or anything like that. But like Cristiano Ronaldo, I saw his post before, which was just simply, just you can't really believe it, obviously, what's happened. Let me just get his post up again here real quick. Unbelievable. Yeah, he's got a post of Jota there, and it just translates as saying, it doesn't make sense. Just now we were together in the national team. Just now you had gotten married to your family, your wife and your children. I send my condolences and wish them all the strength in the world. I know you always will be with them. Rest in peace, Diogo and Andre. We will all miss you. Fucking horrendous, guys. Absolutely horrendous. So yes, just love to all the Liverpool fans as well. Definitely, they'll be feeling this. Definitely, we've had our fair share of loss when it comes to this football club, Manchester United. That is when it comes to players, taken too soon. So we stand with you on this. Absolutely rest in peace to the Jota family. Definitely. Rip Jota and Andre thoughts. I'm just going to read a few comments out just to just to get this what's the word? I don't know. Let's just talk about this for a minute, and then we're going to move on, guys. We are here to do a transfer news show in regards to Manchester United, and obviously we are going to do that. But just want to read a few of these comments out in regards to Jota because there's a lot of lovely messages coming through here. Thank you, Connor G. I appreciate that. Cherish your loved ones. You're absolutely right, mate. You're not wrong, lad. I mean, I can only imagine really what's going on in the family. So I've lost both my parents, but they both passed away. My dad was 67, my mum was 73. That's not old by any means. That's not old, but it's not 28 or that's a real tragic loss where you haven't even lived your a full life or whatever. So from that perspective, it's just so tragic and sad. Couldn't believe this news this morning. This is terrible. R.I.P. to him and his brother, and condolences to all his close ones, family, friends, and Liverpool, and everyone affected. Absolutely. I mean, it's just so young. So young these guys have passed away. These are the times rivalries are put aside and we all come together. Definitely. Nice to see all football world come together. Get this Tony mug out of the chat. What's this melt saying? Hang on. Right, let's have a little bit of let's have a little bit of what's the word? Let's be a bit conscientious here, guys. Let's have a little bit of compassion. At the end of the day, there's a couple of melts out there. If anybody says anything horrendous about anybody passing away, anything, please do get them the hell out of here, guys, because that's not cool. What's up, Just Roy? How you doing? How you doing there? Love to the Scousers. My condolences to fans and the family. We're walking with you, LFC. Moses, big up Moses, lad. Absolutely Ronnie Wilson, lad. Our rivals but not enemies. So sad, R.I.P. Christine Duffy says, very sad, taken too soon, R.I.P. to him and his brother. Absolutely. Yeah, show some respect for Pete's sake. How lucky are we to be living with family and friends? You're so right. You're so right. Yeah, I remember watching him. He was really good on the FIFA, actually. Gungshi, he says, condolences and love to all you Liverpool fans. I know it's a very, very, very crazy bit of news, isn't it? Just woke up with when I heard it, just felt a lump in the throat sort of scenario. You just can't quite believe it. Rivalries aside, we stand together. Arias, thank you, Arias Velez, for your super chat. He says, I remember a few years ago when Ronaldo lost his kid, Anfield sang You'll Never Walk Alone the whole of the 7th minute. Yeah, I remember he appreciated that. He really did. If Old Trafford does the same, I might cry. Hey, fair play to you, Arias, lad. Yeah, well, I mean, something like that should be happening from us, man. That was a moment of class. You're absolutely right. That's it. There's some things that are just much bigger than football, and this sort of thing does bring the football community together because, collectively as a community, there's a feeling of mourning going on. UK Strains, how you doing? No worries, Sean Klosky says, thanks to all the comments from you all, showing love and respect to my player. I wouldn't expect anything less from this community, to be honest there, Sean. This is an amazing community. There's so many legends in here. Ultimately, there's always going to be the odd melt that pops up here and there. But we always, what's the word? We always get rid of these melts. So we are ended up with a nice community now. That's absolutely true. So yeah, yeah. Never thought I'd say this. You never walk alone, ever do. I say want to do that, but there's no other words I can say other than R.I.P. Diogo. Well, I mean, Andy, to be honest, mate. I mean, obviously my show is set up as a transfer news show. It didn't really feel. I've put in the title R.I.P. Jota and Silva. That's I wouldn't really want to do a show about. With Jota pass. It's not really my place to do that. But obviously, it has happened. It is big news. The last thing I want to do is have to talk about something like this. But I just feel like we have to address it. Everybody's talking about it at the start of the show. It's unbelievably sad. I do feel very, very sad for him and his family. And you know, and you Liverpool fans and everything. I really, really do. So just had to address it at the start of this show, but you know, ultimately, it's something we got to have to move on from on this show. Just to be honest, because this isn't a strictly Jota stream, but just wanted to address it and just wanted to talk about it and give my condolences and just say that we're all saddened and feeling it. You know, we're all feeling it whenever somebody's so young and talented and they're taken from this life, especially if they've got a young family, etc. You know, it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. Thank you getting in there from Hong Kong, my friend. I appreciate you, dude. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Robert Hugh. That's horrendous, lad. Thank you, Russell Holden. Absolutely. Just goes to show how fragile life can be. Absolutely. The volume is really low. I'm not too sure what's going on. Hang on a second. That's like reset it or something. I don't really know, guys. He had the best 4 months of his life winning the Premier League, Nations League, and getting married 7 days ago. So sad. Yeah, definitely. I mean, he certainly lived like a lion throughout his life. You know, when you think about all that he achieved, it's a blessed life. But obviously, when you pass away at that time, it's not. But you know, he obviously had a great talented career and all of that stuff, but he had so much more to give. So you're absolutely right, Tim. I agree. Very sad day. The volume's fine. Thank you, SCJF there, lad. Yes, love to all you guys. Cherish your loved ones. Thank you, guys. Okay, the volume's fine. Sorry, I need to stop reacting to the odd one message here that says the volume shite, don't I? Big up, Chris Koo, yeah. Let me have a look what Klopp put on Insta, mate, very quickly. Yes, then we will move on from this, guys, you know, obviously. But it is something that we needed to discuss, and I just wanted to give you my thoughts and obviously give everyone the opportunity to say their thoughts, because I think we're all feeling the same thing, which is just like... just shock and sadness and you know, feeling of just complete mourning, to be honest. Let's go and have a look at what Klopp said. Klopp, Jurgen Klopp. Are you serious? His name on his name on Instagram is Kloppo. Nice one. Anyway, hang on. Sorry. Yeah. Look, he's put one. He's put a post 13 minutes ago. Klopp said, "This is a moment where I struggle. There must be a bigger purpose, but I can't see it. I'm heartbroken to hear about the passing of Diogo and his brother Andre. Diogo was not only a fantastic player, but also a great friend, a loving and caring husband and father. We'll miss you so much. All my prayers, thoughts, and power to Root, the kids, family, friends, and everyone who loved him. Rest in peace." That is a lovely message, you know. That's a lovely message from Kloppo, to be fair. Great words. Lovely words. Crikey. Sully Griffin. Oh, Sully, Liverpool fan. How you doing? Sully Griffin. He says, "Man, I can't believe this. He was a great player for us and was just getting started. It's a shame. Tell your loved ones that you love them. You never know when. Devastating." Well said, Sully. I can't agree with you more, mate. You're absolutely right, and just so sad. So sad to hear about this. Much love to you, Sully. Much love to their family. Well said, my friend. You're damn right, Gary Finnegan. Very sad day for football in general, and just for humans. Just for humans, it's a sad day, because I think he was one of the good ones. He seemed like a nice fella, you know. Obviously, I don't know him at all, but he seemed like a nice fella on the face of it, definitely. Complete shock and extreme sadness. God bless him. It's tragic, but he could have been any one of us. Class act from Klopp. Yeah, it's nice words from him. Big ups there from South Africa, Cape Town, my friend. Thank you, Gilmore. Appreciate you. Nice one, Steve. How does the players in the dressing room deal with this awful news? Him not being there at training must be devastating. Oh, my God, yeah. I don't know, really, mate. How are they going to go? I mean, it's the same as, I guess, if you, in any walk of life, if you lose someone that's close to you, it's just, you have to carry on, don't you? You have to carry on. Like, I always remember when I was a young lad, I went to school, middle school, with this lad called Mark. I won't say the rest of his name or anything, but you know, a couple of years later, I'm reading the paper and I see a picture of him. Like, oh, what's he doing in the paper? And it says, you know, he's passed away on his moped, age 16. You know, and just like that, you just, you know, and the whole community around here is just like feeling it, and you can't believe it. You know, it's one of those. It's a massive shock. But I guess they've just got to honour him by carrying on, you know what I mean? They've got to honour him by carrying on, and I'm sure there'll be lots of tributes for him at the start of the Premier League and over pre-season and all that sort of stuff and all the games. But it is so sad. Yeah, and also his younger brother, 26-year-old Andre Silva as well. They'll be motivated to win it all. Life is precious. Just imagine how his teammate will feel right now. I know. I can't really imagine how they would feel about that, especially the ones that are very close with him personally. But even just anybody in the team who will know him and like him, and obviously he's a big part of the team. I don't really know. I don't really know how they could how they can move on from this. It's very shocking news. Rip Jota, 2020 jersey, 20th Premier League title, you will be missed. Spot on, Ivo. No matter how old or young you are, how rich or poor, you never know what comes tomorrow, guys. Cherish every single day on earth with your loved ones. Lovely message, Ivo. I completely agree. You hope they retire the number 20 shirt. That'd be a lovely touch, Shaka. Yes. Oh, his name is Diogo. Big up, Ahmad. Yeah, you think Bruno was close friends? I can imagine. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, absolutely. Heartbreaking day, Pig. As a Liverpool fan, it's lovely to see how football's coming together in times like these. Best sport in the world. Spot on goal, Have. I appreciate you, mate. You're absolutely right. You know, it is. I mean, his life should definitely be celebrated. You know, he was a very talented person, and his life should absolutely be celebrated. It's just a tragic loss that you know, and also Andre Silva as well. You know, their lives should be celebrated. I don't know why I'm just talking about it like it's just Diogo Jota. It's not. It's Andre Silva as well, another young guy who's sadly passed away. Stage Max, I'm sorry for your loss, dude. Absolutely. Yes, Bruno and Dallo must be devastated. We're behind everyone affected in this awful news. Arn will be shattered. Oh my God. Francois, yeah, a few people saying that, mate. I'll have to have a look at it after this stream. I don't know. It's probably just a bit gashed up or something for some reason. I don't know. Never be forgotten. Definitely. Barbary says, sad day. Rip Jota and his brother. 8 years ago, Antonio Reyes passed away. God, I forgot about that. Antonio Reyes, yeah. God, forgot about that, lad. Mike is fine. Thank you, Wolfster. Tell your loved ones you love them tomorrow. Lovely word. Thank you, Stage Max. No worries, lad. Ice Queen Gaming, I know, it's so sad. Plus my prayers go out to his family and friends. Much love, Ice Queen. It does. It transcends any football rivalry. The football family mourns as one. Rip to both. In Spain as well, yeah. Yeah, I know. Well, I guess we should move on with the show here, guys, really. As much as I feel like this is you know, something we need to address, I feel like we should move on with the show now in regards to United transfer news and stuff. Even, you know, it feels a bit disrespectful to do so now with such news, but that's what we are here for. So, shall we do that? You know, I mean, shall we do that? I guess we should. But I just think we should all just say some nice words again once again in the chat, rain down some love hearts and RIPs, and just so sad to hear of the news once again, and thoughts to his family, friends, the club, the fans, and the wider footballing community who are obviously mourning this right now. Exactly. Thornton says, I'm sure Jota would want us to carry on. Absolutely, lad. Your heart freaking breaks for his wife and children. It is, isn't it, Link's Red? You're absolutely right. Sancho better take this opportunity to reflect and stop wasting his career. Absolutely, lad. Well, there's a segue there, I suppose. We'll go with that. Thank you, Rogerio, for getting in with that. But yes, love to all the people affected, and so sad for Jota and Silva. You know, young players, great players. You know, especially Jota was a very good player. So just very sad to hear that, guys. Right, we'll move on with the show then, folks. But once again, you know, just wanted to address it. Much love to everybody who's affected at all by the loss of Jota and Silva. Okay, we'll move on with the show then, guys. So we're going to get into the Manchester United transfer news now then. It seems very much like, you know, like the point that was just made about Sancho. You know, this really does put things into perspective, and, you know, you only do get one life, and it can be very short, and you never know when it's going to end. So for a player like Jadon Sancho's perspective, sitting around, doing nothing, just collecting the money, you know, there's things that are a lot more important than that, isn't there? And surely he should take this opportunity, like was said a moment ago, to reflect and to think about the limited time we do have on this earth, and for him to maybe go and play some football and enjoy his career and enjoy his life, So Sancho, is wanted by a number of couple of clubs. Fenerbahce are out of the race, but Juventus are in some real discussions. So this is what Fabrizio Romano said a short while ago last night. After Jonathan David deal done, Juventus have called Man United and Jadon Sancho's camp again this week. Fenerbahce are out of the race and never been in concrete talks. Juventus made contact to discuss conditions of the deal. More clubs have also reached out to Jadon Sancho's camp. So it does feel like Jadon Sancho is very much wanted by Juventus. It's just really an issue, in my opinion, of the finances involved, the wages. But there are reports that they'd be prepared to pay us about £25 million for Sancho, which I find pretty outrageous. But if that's the case, it's a great bit of business from United. Also, I was speaking with Jarvis and Mick and Andy Tate, these guys yesterday on their channels, and I just basically, we were talking about this whole situation with the Serie A player tax. Like, obviously players are getting taxed like 48-50%, whatever it is over here in the UK on their wages, but over there for a certain period of time, or I can't remember exactly what was said, but there's just slightly less tax. So maybe he would or quite a significant amount less tax, so maybe he would be able to be paid less money but still receive the same amount in his bank account at the end of the week, kind of thing, so maybe he'd be more prepared to go there if he's not getting taxed as much, but not getting paid as much, but he's still ending up with the same amount at the end of the week. So that's why maybe it's possible. Otherwise, his 300k a week wages would just be too far for most teams to go for. I mean, to be fair, Juventus, Napoli, these sorts of big clubs, they can afford those wages over there in Serie A. Not many of the other Serie A clubs are going to be able to do that, but there's a good few that can. Sancho is quite realistic, I think, to leave this summer. Again, this is the sort of thing that makes you think, what is he doing wasting his time here? He should try and make the most of it and go and get a good club to go and play for, and then also next summer maybe get involved in the World Cup if he's actually playing well. I'd say he's got a finite career here. He should be trying to get in the England setup again and play in the World Cup. So I don't know. I think Sancho is open to leave, and I think he wants to leave, but I also think he wants to get paid what he's getting paid right now. And he will leave if there's a good opportunity on the table for him, but it's probably not going to be, for any for any club that's, I don't know what I'm saying anymore, guys. I totally lost my train of thought. This is so sad, this news today, guys. I can see all the live chat comments coming in. It's just so sad, isn't it? It's just so sad. Russell Bland, thank you very much there for your super chat. He says, appreciate the respect from yourself and the vast majority of the community. Well, we're all human beings, end of the day, aren't we? And he seemed a good guy, and it's just a sad loss. I'd feel the same if he was a milkman and he's passed away at 28, It's just, obviously he's in the footballing career and he's in the public eye, and he's a great footballer, and we all know him. And even though he played for a rival team, it's like we can only respect him as a talent, and seemed like a good guy and everything. And it's just horrible news. It really is ridiculously sad news. Horrible news. Thank you for that, Russell. Yes, Elliot says 20% tax, I believe, in Italy. Right, so whatever it is, it's like he could be paid a significant amount less, but still receive the same, which means that I guess he could potentially want to go. So I think that there's a basis for it. I still think it's not 100%, obviously, whether or not he goes, because he's difficult to really convince to go and play for a team for any less money, and they are going to have to financially match what he's getting. So maybe they can do that and he'll go. For him, it's definitely better if he goes to play football regularly, because he's not going to be introduced back into the team realistically. I know he didn't have that falling out with Amorim specifically, but it's just like his time at the club has been a bit toxic. You've got to just draw a line under all of that now and move on from it. So he needs to be sacked off and get somebody else. Yeah. Mate, I feel you, shock therapy. I understand. I'm struggling with it as well, shock therapy, lad. I completely agree. I mean, I didn't want to, I just wanted to jump on and do my show as usual, to be fair. I didn't really want to, be seen as trying to make a news stream about somebody who's passed away for clicks or whatever. So that's definitely not what we tried to do here. But obviously, it is a big thing that's happened, and I know people wanted to talk about it, and of course, we've got to talk about it. So there you go. But I didn't want to, exploit the situation at all, because Honestly, it's horrendously sad. John Robert, thank you so much for the £2 super chat there. He says, should I message my ex after a year or no? John Robert, yes, go for it, mate, if you really want to, unless she doesn't want you to. Do you know what I mean? Life's short, mate, as we've established here. And also, you know what, John Robert? Get some perspective, lad. Get some fucking perspective there, John. Do you know what I'm saying? Thank you, Ice Queen Gaming, for becoming a member. Sorry if I missed that. I appreciate you, Ice Queen, for becoming a member, you legendess. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, dear. Yeah, I feel you, Shaka. It's not the day for transfers. I feel you. I feel you. Sancho should take it. Well, there's not really that much transfer news going on, to be honest. I'll tell you what we've got, and then we'll just crack on with the Q&A or whatever. 40 years old, goes back to his own town. Oviedo doesn't want to wage. Helps club get back to La Liga with a free kick and penalty. I know Santi Cazorla, absolutely brilliant in La Liga 2 or whatever, BB, whatever it's called. They definitely, I agree, Tommy, absolutely. Exactly. We have paid tribute to him, and we just want to reach out again and you know, just give our condolences. Absolutely. We'll just cover the transfer news very quickly, guys. We'll just cover it very quickly. There's not that much, as I said, anyway. So at the moment, Richard Rios is a midfielder that's linked with Manchester United at the moment. There's lots of different interest from him from different teams. Al Hilal, led by Simone Inzaghi, shows strong interest in the Palmeiras star. West Ham's €25 million bid was rejected. Palmeiras want $30 million. Inter have also made contact, but Rios dreams of the Premier League. Apparently, Manchester United are interested in this guy, and he is a potential target for us, obviously. Stats-wise, he's done really well at the Club World Cup so far as well. Richard Rios has won 25 ground duels at the Club World Cup. No player at the tournament has won more. So if we're talking about a combative, ball-winning midfielder who can also be, box-to-box and is physical, but also, has a bit of technique, etc., then he is not a bad shout. Again, don't know if it's going to be realistic. There's a lot of clubs that are interested in him. And also, we've got a lot of positions in the team we need to strengthen. The goalie, the striker, and the list goes on. So I don't know if we're even going to have money available to buy a midfielder, but I hope we do. So Richard Rios links there, guys, absolutely. I think if we can get him for, 25, 30 million or whatever it is, it sounds reasonably cheap. He would probably be a good addition to the squad. Probably would be a good addition to the squad. So I think Richard Rios is on the list, but again, he's also on the list of a lot of other clubs. Because he's a good player and he could be available for reasonably cheap. So Richard Rios there, guys, is a strong link, but again, he's linked to lots of other clubs. Jan Sommer, one of the names on Galatasaray's list for new goalkeeper, but not the only one. There's several options considered, no approach. The reason I'm discussing this is because, well, I think if anybody's going to take Andre Onana back at a cut price, it might actually be Inter. No way we're going to be able to sell that flubberhand Onana for any significant amount of money or to anybody, really, if there's no interest. That's it. There might not be any interest because he is very error-prone. He's had a ropey couple of seasons. But over in Italy, he was good. Over in Italy, they liked him and he did well out there. He's getting nominated for Yashin Awards and all sorts and getting to Champions League finals and all sorts. I know they've had a change of manager, but Sommer's like 36, 37 for a start. It's like 36 or 37. Andre's like 27, 28, whatever he is. So if they could get a goalkeeper back who was good for them for several seasons before leaving for Manchester United at a cut price and have him for several seasons, I think that is the only destination where Andre would actually go. I don't think Andre Onana wants to go particularly. I think he wants to fight for his place at United. I also think he's happy getting the money he's getting at United. There's a lot of pressure at United, though. But I think Andre does seem to want to stay from what we've heard at the moment. But if we were to sign a new goalkeeper, that would change, wouldn't it? Obviously, if we were to prioritise getting somebody else in ahead of him, his place in the team's going to fall down to, that of a backup, which I don't think he wants. So if there was an opportunity for him, maybe for somewhere like Inter, where he could go back there, I don't know, for 20 million, 25 million or whatever, then brilliant. Let's get him off of our books. We need to get a new goalie. I do like the Diogo Costa link personally, but certainly with this goalie, Jan Sommer leave, if that was the case, just maybe they would have an interest in taking him. I think it's very much wishful thinking at this stage. It depends on the other outgoings we're doing as well. If we manage to sell players, then it's highly possible that we can generate cash in order to sign a new goalkeeper. But right now, it's not looking too great with player outgoings, is it? So I'll just ask the live chat, guys. Do you think Onana's going to go or he's going to stay? Do you think he'll be here and stay, or will he go and end up going before the end of the transfer window? Have your say. Look, I have to say go, because I have to try and be optimistic that we are going to go and sign a new number one, and that Amarim's highlighted that as a very key area for us to strengthen. And I feel like we have to go and try and get a number one to replace Flubberhand Onana. So that's where I'm at, really. I just feel like, yeah, if we sign another player, I think Andre Onana's stance will change, and I think he'll be listed, and he'll probably want to go anyway if he's not going to be getting the regular game time. So it all depends on what United do. If we do sign another goalie to be the number one, then I think Andre Onana's position at the club's going to change, obviously. Let's see what you guys are saying in the live chat there. Go, stay, absolutely. It's interesting, isn't it? Like, Onana is staying, do you reckon? You'd rather have Donna Summer than Onana. I feel you on that one, lad. Oh, Zayn Miasi, how you doing, Zayn, lad? Thank you very much for getting in here, Zayn, with your super chat. He says, rip Jota, make every day count. Enjoy football, Piggy, don't get too stressed. Mate, I feel you, Zayn Miasi, lad. It puts it into perspective, doesn't it, my friend? I agree. Zayn, wise words from you, Zayn. In fact, you know what, Zayn? That's one of the most beautiful messages you've ever written in this chat. And not only that, you've even taken the time to write it correctly, in the correct order as it should be used in the English language. Whereas usually what you would do is it would be just a complete higgledy-piggledy mess of words with incorrect spellings and also structured backwards most of the time. So I really do appreciate you, Zayn. Honestly, you've taken an effort, you've taken the time and effort to write those lovely words there, mate, and for it to actually make sense for once. So I really appreciate you saying Miasi, you legend. That's very nice. No worries, Mickey M, lad. No worries. Well, it's only right. I mean, it seems strange to talk about anything else right now, but I don't really want to, what's the word? Exploit the situation or anything at all. Joined the stream late, so just caught on your intro. You and your community have shown great compassion to the football community affected by this top man, Piggy. Mate, thank you so much for that, Sovereign Saint. That's very nice words, lad. And we have got a great community around here, and this further proves it. You know, there's no toxicity here. I think we all realise that football's one thing, and it's just a sport. And okay, we do get a bit invested in it a bit too much sometimes, and it's like a tribal thing, a passionate thing, whatever. But ultimately, stuff like this is just put into perspective that it is just a game that should be enjoyed. And ultimately, the rivalries in football only go so far, you know. Chris Koo, thank you for your super chat and your lovely words here, mate. Thank you so much. He says, just wanted to come in and pay my respects to Jota, his brother, family, and everyone affected. You handled the situation admirably and with great dignity. Big up to you, Pig. Always respectful. Oh, thank you so much, Chris Koo. Lovely words, mate. Lovely, lovely words. I appreciate that. Thank you for paying your respects there. Thank you for what you said about me as well. That's very nice of you, Chris Koo. Thank you, lad. Get some love in there for Mr. Koo, lad. Get some does from above in there for Chris Koo. Thank you, Chris Koo. Also, thank you to Ruddy Can't Game here as well. Thank you, Ruddington, for your super chat. He says, sad day for football, the football community. Oh, it is, mate. It is indeed. Rivalries, not enemies. Well said, TP. Much love to you, Ruddy, lad. Thank you so much for getting in. You're absolutely spot on. It's a sad day for football. Very sad day. Thank you, Jaffa Ali. I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you, Jaffa. Okay, oh, I know, Neil Duffin, lad. It's horrendous. Kids have lost their fathers, wives have lost their husbands. Oh, what sad tragedy. Love to all involved. Thank you, Neil Duffin. I agree, mate. It's horrible news, isn't it? Hang on, my computer's shat the bed and we've not got enough memory. What's happened here? Oh, God. Maybe that's why my microphone was sharting the bed. I don't know. Hang on, let me pop out this chat. By the way, if you are getting the stream, we are doing the transfer news, guys, and we are going to just get on with it. But I'm going to do it very quickly and get into the Q&A just for a chat, because it honestly doesn't really feel like anybody cares. I don't care really right now. It's not like Mbeumo, here we go. And to be honest, if Man United did get an agreement in place with Mbeumo, now would not be the time to announce it. Do you know what I'm saying? It would not be the time to announce it. Not today. Definitely not. This is a day to remember Jota and Andre Silva. So this is not a day to announce transfer signings or do, it's just not. It's just not. Okay, let me just pop out the chat here, guys, and copy that over, because it's just the memories ran out, so I can't see anybody's messages. I need to get my computer sorted out here, guys, definitely. But hang on a second. Okay, that should work. Right. Okay, then. So very quickly, let's just talk about this very quickly, which is just I saw last night, and I just think United really should actually be going for this guy. Now, I know we haven't really thought about this position because we're thinking about strengthening striker, goalkeeper, whatever. But goodness me, Fab Romano posted last night, Denzel Dumfries has a €25 million release clause into his contract at Inter, valid until mid-July. Understand Barcelona have been showing interest in recent months. Goodness me, I mean, I'm not so sure he would come to United right now, but that's exactly who we should go and get. That would just be a brilliant, that would be a seriously brilliant signing. It would be excellent in terms of what we need for the team as well, because I'm a little bit concerned about our wing backs. Dorgu could be really good. Diego Leon could be really good, looks good. I like Dalot to a point. I like Ahmad maybe playing there to a point. I'm not so sure if he's going to be robust, physical enough when it comes to getting back and defending, but he definitely gets up and down the line. He's definitely brilliant coming in from the right side and creating chances and danger. So I think he'll be a great attacking wing back, but I am a little bit concerned. Obviously, we've got Mazraoui there. He might be playing a sort of right-sided centre-back sometimes as well, or the wing-back roles either side because he is versatile. But Denzel Dumfries is just an absolute no-brainer for me if we could sign him for €25 million. Crikey, he's one of the best sort of wing-backs around. He's very good going forward as well, Creative, even gets goals and stuff. Strong, good in the air, quick, all that sort of stuff. So I think he would be a no-brainer. I've been going on about this guy for years. I hope that there's some basis to Manchester United having interest in him. At the moment, it doesn't really seem like there's much discussions of United and Dumfries, even though he has this release clause. But I think for Amorim's system, he would just be pretty perfect. So I hope that we can, I hope that we can put a bid in for him. That's all I'm saying. I just wanted to highlight that. Anyway, you know what? Sod the transfer news today, guys. Let's just get into the live chat, have a bit of a chat, bit of a Q&A, whatever. Let's get into it. Do us a favour if you're just getting in, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, get yourself involved in the chat, have your say. You can repost us on X. I'll just shout out the legends that have reposted us. Big ups to you guys. Thank you for sharing it around. These legends here. Francois Cock, Aaron Bainbridge, United Flying High, Man United / Celtic, Devils are Red, Paul Nangle, Aaron and Hannah. Thank you so much, you legends, for sharing us around. Okay, let's get stuck into the chat then. 29, yeah, that sounds about right for Dumfries. He's experienced, he's a good player, and it's not a lot of money. It's not a lot of money at all. Cameras is going to be a good win back too, but Dumfries would be a dream. I agree, yeah. Thank you, Mags Hannon. I appreciate that. He says, my family and I send our respect to the family, send our love to all. Thank you so much, Mags Hannon. It will be an excellent signing. Dumfries is big, athletic, goes up and down with no fuss. He's fit like a glove. Yeah, I agree with you, Superstar. He'd be brilliant for the system. He's a good attacker, and he's strong and robust, as well. So I think it would be an excellent signing. But again, I think it's very wishful thinking for Man United. We're probably not going to be able to go and get him. The situation United find ourselves in is we kind of need to sell in order to buy, don't we? We've seen the business we've done so far with Cunha and Mbeumo. That's eaten up most of our transfer window. And I say we haven't even gotten Mbeumo yet. I'm just speaking hypothetically, like we actually are going to get him. So if we do get him, then that's like 130 million spent. We're probably not going to have a lot of money other than that to spend. Unless we sell players, unless we see Garnacho, Sancho, Rashford, Højlund, Anthony, any of these sorts of guys go, a couple of them. It's going to be very hard to sell all those guys. We probably won't be able to. Just a couple will probably end up going. But that's what's going to generate us a bit of cash to be able to then spend and buy a striker or buy a wing-back such as Dumfries or whoever. So I'm not saying Dumfries is realistic. I really don't think it is. But I'd like to start the rumour of Dumfries to United right now. That's what I'd like to do. I'd like to start the rumour because I really hope it happens. I've been wanting that guy for years, for absolute years. And if we could sign him for 25 million, that would be a sensational bit of business. Yeah, exactly. Good price if we can get it done. I agree there. Respect to you, 3187 lad. Respect to you, my friend. Let's have a look. You think Amorim likes a left-footed right back, though? We went for Quenda and seems to like Ahmad there. Interesting shout. Yeah, I mean, that's it. I think, obviously, you could even play him on the left-back spot, though, couldn't you? I know he is a right back. Dumfries on a small salary, about 70 G's a week. That's brilliant. That's brilliant, Neil, isn't it? Yeah, so finance-wise, it makes sense in both areas. Not only is it a cheap deal if there's a €25 million release clause, which is only available until mid-July, by the way. That's what Fab's reporting, which means that after that it may not be active, that clause. So if anybody is going to trigger that clause, it has to be in the next week or so. Nice one, Neil. But yes, finances-wise, for the transfer fee and the wages, it would definitely be a good signing. 45 million for Rios and Dumfries. Use the Sancho funds to get them in, and we are laughing. Love that, love that. Diego Leon looks like an absolute unit. He does, isn't he? He's a physical beast, lad. If he could cement that left wing-back spot, then Dorgu can actually play. Interesting shout there, Rogerio. I like your style. I do. I like your style, Rogerio. Let's hope that Diego Leon is the tits, mate. Let's hope he's amazing. Thank you, 3187, lad. Yep, Jadon Sancho to Juventus is picking up some steam. Again, it could fall down for wages, but as we were saying earlier, the tax thing makes a difference. Where obviously if he's getting taxed less over there, they can pay him less, but yet he still receives the same amount of money. So it still might appeal to him. I think he wants to leave. He's just not wanting to leave for any less money. But if he gets the same money, happy days, isn't it? You'll gladly sell Dalot to get Dumfries. In fact, we get slightly more for Dalot. Yeah, interesting, isn't it, Superstar? I agree. I mean, I actually like Dalot to a degree. I think he's a good squad player and he's good to have around. He's a positive guy. I like him, but I just don't love him. I don't think he's a world-class player or anything like that, or ever will be. But I think he's a good squad player to have in the squad, most definitely, because he's versatile as well. He can play left wing-back, right wing-back. I'd actually keep Dalot, but still add Dumfries to the party. Hakan Calhanoglu. Very good player, yeah, very good player. I mean, at the moment, I would like us to really look for sort of like a proper, if we're going to get a midfielder, I like a proper like destroyer, athletic destroyer. That's what I'm looking for right now. The Mbeumo situation is just more or less the same. We're expecting a third bid soon for Man United, but it hasn't come yet. At least it doesn't seem like it's come yet. Perhaps it could be coming today, but it certainly has not come yet, lad. So, unfortunately, there's still talks and discussions going on, but it hasn't progressed much more than what we've said previously now. Kuna and Mbeumo, Victor Gyökeres, Man United have Qatar in the world. Yeah, well, if we could get them, I mean, goodness me, Gyökeres up front. It'd be Amarim's first choice, would be a brilliant addition. I know, I totally agree with you, Bartek. You're a United fan, would love to talk transfers. I agree with you, Bartek, lad. I mean, that's why we're on here. We do a lunchtime transfer news show every day, so that's why we're on here. But I know what you're saying. It does feel wrong. It does feel a bit wrong. Van Nistelrooy, only Dutch player that was successful for your team, Piggy. I can't think of anyone else. You never heard of Robin van Persie, lad? And you mean Dutch, yeah. Robin van Persie, lad. Ever heard of him? Edwin van der Sar. Exactly. Jaap Stam. Ever heard of Jaap Stam, mate? Never heard of Jaap Stam. There's loads of Dutch legends who played for United that are great, to be fair. Quite a few, anyway. Never heard of Donny van der Beek? I'm joking. I'm joking. That's where we draw the line. He's fucking shite. Jay United, hey, how you doing? Oh, Jay United, great to see you, man. How you doing? And how's Sky doing, lad? Sky's busy. Oh, much love to you, legends, though. Thank you for getting it. Rip to Diogo Jota. I know what a player as well. Very good player. Very good player. I mean, we'd have all taken him at United in a heartbeat if we're being honest, wouldn't we? Very good player. Thank you, Jay United. So sorry to the family once again. He says, rip to Diogo Jota, very talented player. But much love to you and Sky, lad. Van der Sar, RVP, Jaap Stam, Malacia, Depay, Van der Beek, yeah. Alex Butner, oh my God, Alex Butner, what a left wing back he was, or left back he was, left back in the changing room. Jaap Stam, yes, Gary Birtles. Stuart says, what actions do you think Amarim's taken to establish a proper atmosphere and leadership in the dressing room? Roy Keaning the place, as it were? I don't know, I don't know. I'm not too sure. He seems like he's got a nice vibe about him, but also, we've heard about him losing his shit a couple of times after some performances. He seems like a guy of principle. That's what I know. Like, apparently in January he was thinking about leaving Manchester United for free, as in resigning. That's what the reports were anyway, So if that's the case, then I think this guy's passionate, and look, I don't know if he's Roy Keaning it. I don't think you can really Roy Keane it these days with the modern players and how football's changed and stuff. I just don't really think you can Roy Keane it. But maybe he is, I hope he's got some disciplined vibes to him. I think what he is setting out, how he can change and establish a proper atmosphere, is to just demand certain standards, like obviously if Rashford and Sancho, or not Sancho, sorry, if Rashford and Garnacho and these guys are being unprofessional, not working hard enough in the games or the training or coming out in the media, he has to keep his authority as the manager. Nobody's bigger than the manager, and the manager's final word is it. So ultimately, if he if somebody undermines the manager, like we can't introduce Garnacho back into the team now ever after wearing a Villa shirt and what he said after Europa League, and he just can't come back. Same for Rashford, really, to a lesser degree, I suppose, because Amarim's already decided that he wasn't good enough for his system in United and let him go out on loan. So he certainly has already sort of put his cards on the table with Rashford. If he was to bring Rashford back into it, it does undermine him a little bit. So I think to establish a proper atmosphere, he's got to set a really high standard, and those that don't adhere to that standard need to be sacked off or demoted or whatever. You know, you give opportunities to the hard workers. Nice, mate. You're starting a new job in Sweden. Oh, beautiful, lad. You're starting a new job in Sweden. Say hello to Zlatan Ibrahimovic from me. My name is Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I'm greatest Swedish striker of all time. Depay, didn't he smash the dressing room up after a game? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, smashed up a new telly, lad. Yeah, that's right. That's what the reports were. Pre-season starts soon. We have one player on our display instead of pulling our fingers out the window. No, it is bad links. We do need some more signings now. We need to get Mbeumo done. As I said, though, today I don't think is the right day to announce Mbeumo. Do you? I don't think it's the right day, even if it was announced. So I don't think it's right to announce it today, even if it happened, which I don't think it is, by the way, because they still need to put in a third bid. But I think there's a feeling of they want assurances that the bid will be accepted before they actually table an official written third bid. Because the last thing they want is to get rejected again a third time. Then it's like you've got to walk away. It's just embarrassing, isn't it? It'd be absolutely embarrassing if we were rejected for a third time. I will be streaming tonight, Elliot. Absolutely, lad. Yeah. I know, crazy, isn't it, Duderino? You've got to live within your means, lad. New role in the club should be implemented. Dressing room in charge, someone like Keane or Cantona, for example. I'd love that. Just a role of aggressive motivator. I'd love that. Enforcer role. New domain sports stars discipline. Jordi Cruyff as well, yeah. Jordi Cruyff, another one at the football club for us. Here we go, Mbeumo, please. We'll deal another 3 weeks. Well, I think this deal will get done in a few days. I do think the Mbeumo deal is getting done in a few days. I don't really think we're going to get much else business done before pre-season starts, sadly, because look, if we were, surely we'd be working on more players. We're already really working on Mbeumo. We haven't bid for a goalie. We haven't bid for a striker. There's talks, but there's no actual legit movements. Jadon Sancho, Anthony Santos, we're working on sales. If we get a here we go Mbeumo today, is anyone going to be bothered? Well, that's it. It's just, for a start, it's just really inappropriate, I think. It's just not really the right thing, is it? It's not good to be celebrating the signing of a new player when there's some sad news in the footballing world, you know. It's just not the done thing, is it? It's not the done thing. So I don't think they'll announce anything, nor should they today. I know, same here, ex-Sufi lad, same here. It's horrendous news, man. It's absolutely horrendous news. Raymond van der Gaal. Somebody should sign Mateta. Definitely. I mean, at United, I've talked about the striker role, and I think the best option we could go for Vissa, be it a 19-goal-a-season man last year, and also having that relationship with Mbeumo and that understanding, it kind of makes a bit of sense. Obviously, Brentford may well need to be compensated. They don't want to lose all their players, but it is a bit of maybe a player exodus to a degree with Thomas Frank leaving, where a few players are going out at the same time. That happens a lot. If a long-term manager's been there for a while and they leave, there's no reason a few players can't leave at the same time. It's a transitional period. New manager coming in, new ideas, new players, new transfer kitty, all the rest of it. So it could happen. Plus, he's only got a year left on his deal, I think, with an option for an extra year for them. But because of it, perhaps we could get a deal done for 40-odd million or not a huge amount. Beyond that, you've got Ollie Watkins, obviously, who would be also a great addition. It seems Aston Villa would like more money than what we'd be prepared to pay at the moment, but you never know what negotiations could garner. But they're talking about 60 million or something for Ollie Watkins, which we would not pay. That's ridiculous. He's 29. It doesn't make sense. He makes sense for 45 million, though, because he is a good player and he's a good presser and he's a proven player in the Premier League. And then beyond that, yes, Mateta is an excellent shout as well. He got like 14 goals in the Prem last season. He's another good option as well, definitely. I actually prefer the Premier League striker link options more so than the Gyökereses and the Ossimans of this world, because the money involved is a lot less. They're proven in the Prem to score goals, and it might mean there's a little bit more extra funds for us to go and strengthen and get another goalie or, maybe a midfielder or somewhere along those lines. Hey, you have a good one, Elliot. Thanks for getting in, you legend. Portugal v Spain tonight, tears, no doubt. Yeah, oh, God, yeah. We need to take our time, learn from past mistakes. You won't be bothered about it like it's been too long now. Need to move on to other players. We do need to move on to other players, yes. I don't think we're moving on to any other players until we sold a couple, though. So we need to get on that, really. We need to get rid of some players. Once we've got the wheels in motion with player sales, surely we can start to buy other players. If Palace don't get Europa League, I'm sure Mateta wouldn't turn us down. Yeah, good call. Goes from taking 200k, originally 350k. Well, we'll see. I mean, his reports are he's on about 300, but if he goes to Italy, taxes means that he might end up with the same amount, even if he's paid significantly less. United are very slow. We've finished 15th last season. Yeah, unbelievable. All the other clubs have got further ahead than us, again, with 3 or 4 quality signings, City and Liverpool and all these teams. And Man United have seriously been left behind again. Lived in the tail end of the Woodward era, mistakes, mates. Yeah, true, we still got to get rid of these players on our books who are on these crazy contracts. Much love to you, Wayne Hall. I appreciate you, Wayne. Thank you so much for getting in there, lad. I'm gutted. I'm so sad, mate. I couldn't believe the news. Just so sad, mate. It's just horrendous. We're all feeling it, mate. It's just a sad loss, definitely. Hey, you have a good one, Endor. I appreciate you, lad. Thank you so much. Quite possibly, yes. I probably will do them, Daz Salford, actually. Probably will be doing those ones, yeah. To Heath Chong, Daily Blind. Oh, yeah, shit, Daily Blind. Neil says, I see a great future with our youth for the next couple of years. Promising. Some great young players here, no doubt. I'm loving what I'm seeing from the likes of Yoro, Heaven, Collier, Mainu, these guys, and then obviously even beyond that, lots of good youngsters in the setup below, such as the likes of Harry Amas and Chido Obi and these sorts of guys. I am down south in Dorset, lad, but it's sunny, it's hot, it's very hot in the sty. It's 28.2 degrees Celsius in my room right now, so it's pretty hot. Yeah, working on it. Do you think talk can continue with any clubs today? I do think they will continue. I just think that the clubs will have the tact and the, respect to not announce anything today. That's what I would go for. I would say. I think they'll still be being worked on. Everybody has to carry on, but there's a huge mourning going on, obviously, in the footballing community. But also, nothing should be announced or anything like that today. It's just not right. Blind was decent. Yeah, Blind was good, lad. Very versatile as well. Must be a free keeper out there to replace Onana. Well, certainly we could go and get, a cheap keeper, but I think the one keeper that actually makes the sense for long term because of his age and his quality and the potential to be one of the best in the world would be Diogo Costa. So I think we should spend the money there. But in order to spend the money there, we probably are going to have to sell Højlund, Anthony, Garnacho, maybe even Onana. Cloudy in Manchester was sunny before. Did you get your fan? Not yet, Rob. Always United, mate. No, not yet. On the Dutch theme, hoping De Ligt's going to have a revitalised career with no knocks this year. Yeah, good shout, McKay. That's it. He seems a really good signing, actually. I'm very pleased with him in the team. It's just he's got to stay fit and available, doesn't he? Absolutely right. I'm going to read a couple more comments out then, guys. Then we'll wrap up this stream. It's a very sad day. Very sad day. Thank you for getting involved with the Transfer News Show. Look, it's not really a proper Transfer News Show, this, guys. We've just sort of touched on a few of the bits of news. I felt like, obviously, we have to because that's what we're here for. We do the Transfer News at lunchtime every day. That's what we're here for. But, again, so sad to hear of the passing of Jota and Andre Silva. It is a very, very sad day for the footballing community. And once again, all love to everyone affected there. James Trafford, yes, I mean, he'd be a good signing. So didn't Newcastle have a bid rejected somewhere around 27 million? I don't know. It looks like they're probably going to still get him. But I think they had a bid rejected for somewhere in the region of 27 million. I don't know if United are going to be paying significant cash. I'd like to get somebody more experienced right now, to be fair. Even though I think he'd be very good. Yeah, we're working on the terms, hopefully, of the Sancho deal as well. Yes, we are. Thank you, everyone who's joined us, by the way, and what a community. What a community. It really does make me feel quite proud of this community that we've built here. Okay, there was one melt or whatever who's wrote a heinous comment who's quickly been banned off by our great mods. But other than that, it's like we can't control who comes in these streams, obviously. But generally, what an amazing community of people we've got here, What a community. You don't think Onana leaves this season? No European football restricts us. Very good point. Very good point. I don't know. I mean, it maybe if there's a team out there that's crazy and desperate. Inter had him. Inter liked him. Inter fans would welcome it. If Sommer is going because he's getting on a bit and they've obviously got a new coach, I could see that happen. I hope Onana goes back to Inter. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, thank you, TK. I appreciate you, brother. Nice one. Nice one. Barbary Corsair as well. No worries, Russell Bland. I appreciate you as well, my friend. I appreciate you as well. Guys, then we're gonna wrap up the stream. We've been on here for an hour and 5 minutes. That's flown by. But just thank you so much, everybody that's got in here. You can always come back after this show's finished and get your thoughts and opinions in about anything we've discussed. Get some love hearts in the chat to finish this stream, though. We'll just rain down love hearts for Jota and Andre Silva, guys. It's a horrendous loss for the human race, but also, the footballing community and of course their teams and fan bases. So just much love to anybody who's really close to this as well, because I'm sure you're feeling it. I felt it this morning waking up when I heard the news and I saw the pictures on the news and everything. Just a feeling of sadness. And we're not close to Jota's family or anything, but there are people who are, and they'll be absolutely grief-stricken right now. It's a tragedy. 28 years of age and 26 years of age or whatever. It's an absolute tragedy. So thoughts and prayers go out to them. Condolences once again. Much love to everybody affected, and let's rain down love hearts at the end of the stream. Just make it a blanket of love hearts for those guys who have been lost. Nice one, Rob. Thank you, Mikayu, Daz Salford, Gungshi, you absolute don. Thank you, Bud. Duderino, Neil Duffin, Alan, X-Man, Rob, Lynx, X-Man, Thornster, Rogerio, Barbary, Tommy Boyle, Lucky Singh. That'd be amazing, to be honest, Tommy Boyle. I'd love to see us go and sign Denzel Dumfries. That's exactly who we should go and get. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. All of these legends here. Thank you, Stuart. Thank you, everybody else as well. Appreciate you. And as we've said, all the love in the world goes out to the Jota family and and obviously to Andre Silva as well. They're brothers. Much love to those guys and their families. We'll leave it there then, folks. But thank you so much for maybe it would be a nice thing if people came back and commented their favourite Jota goal, maybe, I don't know, or the best goal, I don't know. I can't remember any, to be honest, but there you go, there you go. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. Links in descriptions, all that stuff. I'll see you later on. If there is any breaking transfer news and stuff, we'll jump on. But ultimately, I don't think there will be much today because of the sad news. I don't think it's that respectful, really, for the major outlets or even the clubs necessarily to it be announcing anything today. I think it needs to be left till tomorrow now for big news. So thanks, guys. See you later. Thank you, Superstar. Thank you, everyone, for getting in here. Piggy loves you. And also make the most of it, guys. Make the most of it. You know what I mean? We do only get one life, and this sort of thing does highlight how it could be gone at any moment. So, cherish your loved ones, cherish your life experiences, and God bless you all, guys. Thank you for watching. That's it from me. Have a great day. Piggy loves you. And remember, when the seagulls follow the trawler, this is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much. Get in there, you beauties. Thank you so much to all the patrons here for supporting the channel on patreon.com/FlyingPigUnited. As a thank you, all you legends will be appearing on this outro list. Get in there. Once again, thank you to all the YouTube members, but one of the best ways you can support the channel is on patreon.com. So check it out. Patreon.com/FlyingPigUnited. And once again, a big thank you to all the legends that do support the channel on Patreon. Get in there.